Listen up. Listen up. Hey, hi, hello is now trademarked. So I saw Miss Girl trademark Hot Girl Reads. Granted, she ran that back. Now that trademark has been dropped because she's weak as fuck. But someone also trademarked Hot Girl Walks, and I'm like, you know what? I invented hey, hi, hello. Like, separately, the words, no. But like, no one ever has said those words before together. I'm trademarking it. So, and I have like drones listening. I have apps that are just gonna download on everyone's phone, basically like when Apple put the YouTube app on everyone's phone. So if I hear you say it to your friends, if I see you type it, don't even say it in my comments. You about to be fined. You're about to be running me some money. Because in these dire times, a bitch got to get paid. So there's the news. Don't say I didn't tell you. Okay? Hey, hi, hello. Trademark. You can say hey. You can say hi. You can say hello. But don't say them together because you will run me my money. I'm honestly joking. But what the fuck is wrong with people? That's the question I have. What is wrong with people? Why are people doing these things? I was watching someone talk about favorite books or favorite authors and then favorite books. And I was like, trying to think. And I was trying to think of what makes a favorite author. Now, obviously, I can say what I want. I could read one book by an author and say they're my favorite author, right? But I'm just asking for the sake of a conversation. What goes into someone being your favorite author? Do they need, like, if this author has written one book and you read that one book and loved it, are they your favorite author? Or do they need to write more and you need to read those in order to determine? Do you have to love every single book that your favorite author puts out? For me, I would say no. And then also I ask, if your favorite author, let's say, has 6 books published, how many of those books do you need to have read to determine if that is your favorite author? To me, I feel like you need to have at least read half of their published works, you know? To me, I want to know what you think. So I have, like, currently, I'm trying to think of who my favorite author would be. So I was thinking, because I'm like, okay, if I think of some of my favorite authors, N.K. Jemisin, because of the Broken Earth trilogy. That's 3 books. But she has also written then she has the 100,000 Kingdoms. That's another 3 books. Okay, so far so good. I've read half. But then she has that like duology that was like the New York one, which I've read one of those. I did not like it, so I didn't read the second one. And then she has another duology, which I've read one of those. I did not like it. I didn't read the second one. So technically I've read half, even though I only liked 3 out of the 5 that I read. So am I allowed to call her a favorite author? Michael J. Sullivan. The Rayura Revelations are one of my favorite series. That's 6 books. But there's more, because there's the Chronicles, there's the Age of Myth series, and then he has another trilogy. I've read the Revelations, so that's 6 books. I've read 2 of the Chronicles, and then I haven't read Age of Myth, that's like 6 books. The other one's like 3, so I haven't read half, and I still consider him a favorite author. So I'm even debunking myself. Okay, so then what makes a favorite author? Is it really just whatever you feel? If they wrote a book that you really loved, they can just be a favorite author. But now, what if you read one book you really loved and then they wrote 9 more and you hated all of those? Are they still a favorite author, or do you just consider that a favorite book? Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like, because I would have said years ago that Leigh Bardugo was a favorite author. I liked the Grisha trilogy. I didn't love it. I loved some parts better than others. Like, I love Nikolai, but especially how it ended. But then she wrote Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, I was like, okay, wait, she actually is one of my favorite authors. However, since then, I read King of Scars, and I read Ninth House, and I read The Familiar. Did not like any of those. So I'm like, not a favorite author. I just happen to like those 2 books that she wrote. So it's like, it's not a serious question. I'm just trying to think. I'm you know, I'm preparing myself for that future question when it's like, oh, what's your favorite book? Or what's your favorite author? And I'm like, I've never thought of this question ever. I say I want to be prepared, and then the time is going to happen, and I'm going to be like, my mind's going to go blank as if I've never read a book in my life. I know that's what's going to happen. So I don't know. I just would love to know the different things, like what goes into your mind to come up with a favorite author. Now, favorite book, I think that's a lot easier because you just go off that one experience, and it doesn't even matter if it's in a series and you don't like the rest of the series, or if it's by an author and you don't like the rest of their work. Favorite book, that's easier. But like, then if you said my favorite book of all time, I can't answer that question. I cannot say one singular book. I can give you a top 10, but then even depending on when you ask me, that is going to rotate. But I never, if you just ask me what is your favorite book of all time, I cannot answer that. That is a crazy question. So if I had to think off the top of my head right now, what are my favorite books of all time? See, I still need to think about it. Why is this so hard? Anyway, silly little question from me. Just would love to know what you think. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed, hydrated, moisturized, and sunscreen. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.